And welcome back to more of Gex Enter the Gecko, where now it is time to head into the prehistory channel and take on this old cave. Which of course is a pun off of the Bob Vila show. But either way, this level is a lot smaller than Pangea 90210. At least it felt that way when I was trying to go through these missions. This first one is just a basic point A to point B mission. And once again the footage failed, so I was just re-recording all this stuff. So, one thing that can sneak up on you is that prehistoric cave lizard, and of course that tail does come to life and attack you, so that is something to know while you're doing this. But either way, this place is a lot easier if you use the ice TVs and just stay out of the lava, because with the ice you're actually invulnerable to fireballs, but the lava does negate the ice, of course, because it's lava. That's just kind of the way that goes. But either way, yeah, with this first part, all you're doing is just avoiding fireballs. And then, and while we're here, let's just pick up an extra life, why not? But see, yeah, I mean, outside of that, there really isn't a whole lot else going on, and I think I cleared this in like maybe a minute. Which is, of course, a good thing when you're trying to get through this game. I mean, that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes in these later levels.
It's tail time.
But yeah, that was it for the first part. But either way, one thing I did forget to mention in Honey, I Shrunk the Gecko was that there was, of course, a pun off of the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which is a pretty underrated Rick Moranis movie, if you ask me. I mean, there are a lot of good ones there, and I mean, obviously Spaceballs was probably his best one, but he was, of course, Dark Helmet, and then, yeah, I also did enjoy his appearance in Beetlejuice and a bunch of other ones. Although, if I do find myself coaching a ragtag team, I might have to whip out that one-time speech from Little Giants. Pretty underrated movie, if you ask me. But anyway, I just cut ahead to this part where we're taking care of the second mission. And pretty much all we're doing is just avoiding fire. And it just requires careful timing is all. And this is where the camera can really screw with you at the wrong time, and it's also where just a bunch of bad things can happen where you end up falling. I mean, there aren't any bottomless pits until, I think, mission 3. But that's one that's kind of far away, and what we need to do here is just properly make the jumps, and the hidden silver remote can be found in this mission, and what we gotta do to find it is go up the steam vents, of course, and then just make the jump accordingly. So let's see, what we're doing is just making sure we can get this. And yeah, overall the jumps aren't really too tough to make, but this is where you're gonna find the hidden silver remote. Yeah, just go to the right from here. There it is. And of course I just decided to show it off just because. But with the way the camera is, it's also really easy to screw up some of your jumps. But fortunately they do give you a checkpoint, so at least we got that going for us. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take care of mission 3 and then just cut ahead. I mean, not really cut ahead, but you get the point. I mean, really, just bouncing up the flowers is pretty much, it picks up where mission 2 splits off. Like where the checkpoint TV is, you just had to go the other way. And yeah, it's right here where you have to get the checkpoint and then just go to the right. And that is, of course, the easy way to go about doing this. Although I should also mention, once finals are over, I'm gonna get back to recording, and I've already practiced a few of the last remaining levels, so the way I'm gonna structure this last part is I'm just going to take care of the last 3 levels, and then do all the bonus stages, and then do the mystery hidden stages, and then just finish the game from there. So then we'll show off the completionist ending and whatnot, and it's going to be pretty much fun, or it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, now that we got all 3 of the remotes again. It's time to show off Godzilla versus Mecharez, which is of course a boss fight in this region. So what we gotta do is just take on Mecharez as a one-on-one battle. And it does seem pretty daunting early on because of how much of a health advantage he has. But there are movie theaters you can hit to find green flies. And also with the way... Let's see, and also with how this stage is set up, you can use Mecharez are trying to fly into you to your advantage. You can just wait for him to get set and then just dodge a little bit to the left or right and then just hit him once he gets back up. And also, the more you damage him, the further he's gonna fly. So that is something to know while you go about doing this. And then I have mentioned before, this is actually my favorite boss fight, and just because I do like the while I am a fan of Godzilla movies for one thing, and also I do like how it kind of gives you a chance to do something a little bit different. And then also, you know, fighting monsters is always fun. Let's see, what we're, yeah, see, this is where he starts flying a lot further, so you do have to be ready for him. And also, if you don't destroy that building soon enough that he's standing on, then he's going to use a lightning strike on you, and it's going to be pretty hard to dodge. So that's once again something to know. And about halfway past the boss fight, or when his health meter's about halfway done, other military vehicles are going to try and attack you. Because the game is just a jerk like that, because... oh yeah. But anyway, yeah, the military isn't too hard to deal with, just make sure they don't catch you off guard. But like I said before, you do have movie theaters, and also you do have a lot of buildings to work with, and you can also use the buildings to your advantage by like getting him to crash into buildings, and then just hit him once he gets back up. But yeah, that is it for Godzilla vs. Mecharez. It's a really fun boss fight if you ask me. So for this last part, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show off the corresponding stages that occur when you unlock the blue gate. And see, this is the part where it's kinda easy to just run into problems. So let's see, with 26 red remotes you can go into the Lion's Head, which I meant to show off, but unfortunately since the recording failed, I just gotta show this off again. And see, this is where we're actually gonna go fight Rez at the end of the game. And fortunately there are no bottomless pits here, so we can just go back there and reset it. And see, to the right there's gonna be 2 more stages. And this is the stage I'm going to be doing in the next part, which is Samurai Night Fever. And then, of course, one of the best names in the out of the levels, which is Pain in the Asteroids. And trust me, that name is very justified. But yeah, with that said, that's pretty much it for this part. So I will see you in part 12.